Here we have the Schumacher Menace 21. It's got a Thunder Tiger Pro 21 engine, and this one has been rebuilt. If you'll notice, there's no stock hardware. I got rid of all of it, almost all of it. Obviously, you gotta leave some of them, like here on the bell crank. But yeah, I wouldn't do it again with this hardware. This was cheap Chinese hardware from eBay. If you're gonna do anything, probably Team K&K. I find they make the best replacement screws. But yeah, this I don't remember where I left off with this. This is another project that's been sitting, and I've got some other really nice goodies in there. This probably started about 5-6 years ago. Did a major overhaul, just like you've seen in some of my previous videos, but this was before I started really posting on the channel. So pretty much all the work on this is already done. I would just need to put a battery, radio, and receiver, and this should fire up. I do remember using it, but I don't remember anything more than driving it once or twice. So without further ado, let's check out what's going on inside here, because I know there's lots of goodies in here. Oh yeah, these are some new wheels, new rims, new tires, and there's foams in there too. I don't think there's any foams in these tires. This is one of the worst wheel setups I've ever encountered. I don't understand how or why this would be trustworthy. As you can see, it's a little worn there. These go to the 2-wheel drive ones. I guess you might be able to put these hexes on the... I'm not too familiar with all the different stuff from Schumacher as far as like wheel hexes and what wheels belong to which car and all that. I just like the nitro stuff. That's pretty cool, a nice exploded view. Oh yeah, that's nice. So there's instructions and exploded views. So if you need to rebuild stuff like differentials, and I can't stand this shock design. I don't know why umph followed it. Some of their older shocks. Terrible design. There's another version of the blowout there. Or exploded view, I mean. So yeah, that's the deal. I think this manual here came with one of them. You can see there's a couple of chassis in here, and a brand new chassis in the package. So it looks like there's 2 other rollers and a disassembled car for a total of 4. You know, I got one that's pretty close to ready to run, 2 almost finished, and then it looks like enough parts to build 1 more. So I'm gonna actually take these rollers out and see what they look like next to this one. So I have no idea where things are. I don't know where things left off. I don't know anything. I find it strange that there's a bunch of dirt back here on this upper chassis. Obviously had been used before it was put away. Again, I don't remember exactly where things stand. I know that this one was rebuilt, and I know that this one was rebuilt, because you can see that the stock screws are no longer there, and the same goes for this one. So it's just gonna require some tinkering to find out exactly where I left off, but yeah. So I'm gonna put a battery in this and a radio or receiver. I'm gonna fuel it up and see if we can get it to start. And then I'm gonna look into this one and see how much more it needs to get finished. I mean, obviously you can see the gear covers on this one, but not on this one. So I'm also gonna have to look through the rest of the parts that were in that box. See what else I need to finish. I mean, you can see that I got a fourth one. I think what happened was I got a few that were cheap and incomplete. And then I just did an overhaul and broke things down and just started rebuilding with the manual. I wish that I had documented what I had done before, because it was quite the overhaul that I had done. I remember spending a lot of time on this vehicle, and it was obviously fully rebuilt, so every nook and cranny has been looked at. I do remember doing the work, I just don't remember exactly what I had done. I know I chose to leave some of the stock screws just because I think I was running out of screws at that point. You can see some of the stock screws here. But yeah, we'll get this one started. Alright, so got a battery and a receiver in there. It's not perfect, but so we'll see if this old nitro from the 90s will start. I already turned the motor over, it's not frozen or anything. So, got our handy dandy, super high quality, #1 A-grade, top-notch brand drill. So we'll go ahead and see if we can get this thing started. Let's see. Alright. Like I said, this has been sitting for 5-6 years. Who knows? So those are things you got to be prepared for when you haven't started this or started a car in a while. Almost had a runaway, even with the receiver hooked up. So obviously the setting of this is far too open. Look at that. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and reset these on the servos themselves, just to get a fresh baseline, because this steering is set to 0 as well, and you can see that it's way off to the left. So go ahead and reset those. It's kind of an interesting steering setup. It kind of reminds me of Tamiya. The steering servo is behind the throttle servo. There's a long rod that goes to it. All right, so let me go get those reset, and let's try that again. All right, so that's reset. Straighter than it was, not perfect, but and got that straightened out as well. So let's try that again. We know the engine's primed. There you have it. So this has been sitting for, we'll just call it 5 years. And this engine is definitely, I'd say, at least 20 years old. And just like that, it started right up. So that's pretty amazing. So I'm actually going to put this on the list of vehicles to drive next. Get some testing done with this. See about the shifting and all of that. And yeah, see if I can enjoy this truck. So it's really cool how this company approached nitro, especially all those years back. It's cool to see a 3-speed as a standard. So yeah, looking forward to running this, seeing how it does. It's always cool to see the vintage stuff working. So then I can get this one finished up. But yeah, this is a little Schumacher action for you for now. Definitely stay tuned, because I gotta get this project gone through, especially with all this crap. I don't remember what's what. You can see this nice parts, some belts in there. We've got a couple extra engines. And definitely want to get these wheels complete. Gotta glue these tires on here. This will look really good. And I gotta get a body for this as well. So, anyways, thanks for checking it out. There'll be more where these came from. I've got a few other Schumacher vehicles as well to go over, so if you're interested in that, you'll definitely want to stay tuned. It's going to be nice to actually be able to run these without worrying about breaking something. Looking forward to exploring what's up with the 3-speed, because I know you can get more of these gears on A-main. I just gotta play with it. I had good luck with my big 6, which is something I'll be going over soon. So that's that.